Oh, what's the date today? December 15th. Good evening and welcome to the Select Board member of December 15th. In accordance with the provisions of Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20, notice was given that the Select Board will be meeting today, Monday, November 15th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Members of the public are welcome to attend this in-person meeting, room 124. 1 Liberty Lane, Norfolk, Mass., or by remote Zoom connection provided in the posting. Please note that the in-person meeting will not be suspended or terminated if technological problems interrupt the remote connection. If attending remotely, please sign in using your first and last name. To request to ask a question or provide comment, please use the raise hand feature available when you click on your name, and the chair will address the request. Please be advised that this meeting will be audio and video recorded for future rebroadcast by the Norfolk Community Television. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. At this time, we'd like to open it up to public comment. If there's nobody's here. Is anybody online? Amanda, nobody's there? So I'm going to move on to item number 2. Mr. Gallagher.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Earlier this evening, we were convening to ratify an appointment for a new Public Works Director. Earlier this afternoon, unfortunately, I received an email from Mr. Bright. Good afternoon, Mike. After discussing it over with my supervisor, I feel at this time I need to stay with the Army. My directorate has lost about half of its employees, and I am with a clear heart and I can't, with a clear heart, let my team down by being another loss. I have too many employees counting on and relying on me and my dedication to be there for them. I deeply apologize for the predicament I'm leaving you in, but I believe at this time it is best for me to stay with the Army. Thank you, David Bright. So unfortunately, we lost a very good candidate for that position. We actually reposted the position right after I received this email, along with the position for the Assistant Director of Public Works. So we're going to put both of those back out and see what we can find. It's a tough time of year to be trying to find an individual. I did speak with John DeLuca, who's in here as our interim. I asked John if he could stay on, and John can do that for us. So he's going to stick around and continue to do what he can do. I do want to thank the folks at the DPW, particularly the foremen that are over there. They have stepped up tremendously. We went without losing a beat over the weekend with the snow event. They were there, they took care of it, they pre-treated the roads, they went in later and put more stuff, more materials down. John was in contact with them, but I have to thank the foreman over there for stepping up and doing the things that we need them to do to make sure that department continues to run.
I heard it went very well over the storm and all the roads got sanded. And
Yep. John's a good, John had it all under control. He and I spoke on Saturday and then again on Sunday, and he had it covered. I gave his number to the police chief and the fire chief in case they heard of anything and any issues that were going on. And as long as those folks are communicating along with the superintendent, I think we're in good shape. So.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's disappointing, but it is. He has to take care of himself, and I understand.
Indeed.
All right, that moves us on to general updates.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The board and I were in receipt of a email from a resident regarding the siting of the solar farm at 12 Sharon Ave and some concerns about the expansion of storage and battery storage on that property. This is not something that is in the purview of the select board. There will be ample opportunity for people to speak at a public hearing sometime in January. Right now, there's something scheduled for the 13th, but it could go on to another date. But sometime in January, there will be a public hearing at the planning board. The zoning board is involved, and really, that's where all of that lies. The only thing that the select board could possibly have been involved in would have been something to do with the property that belongs to the town that we are leasing to NextGrid. But there is the siting of the batteries is going to be on property that NextGrid owns, not on the property that the town is leasing them. So there really is no involvement at the select board level and plenty of opportunity for public comment at the public hearings.
Thank you for that update.
The next item I wanted to chat with you about is, it's been it's been tradition that the town close early on Christmas Eve, town hall close early on Christmas Eve, usually around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's usually just town hall, and then whatever other buildings are closed based on how those boards have decided to handle their things, the library and the Council on Aging. I would like to do the same for New Year's Eve. I think under the circumstances and the fact that we've gone through quite a bit as a town, as a group of employees in the town, I think if we do that and do the same thing on the 31st and close at 1 o'clock, I think it would be appropriate. I think the other thing that we should also look at is doing the same thing for the Public Works folks. I think they're kind of overlooked sometimes, and they've gone through a lot right now, and as I mentioned, they've all stepped up and done what they need to do. So I would also like to do that. If there is a snow event, certainly that will preclude any of that. I'm hoping there isn't, because snow is a four-letter word, and I don't like it. So I would.
So is it cold?
I know, cold and snow. It's appropriate. So with the nod of the board, I would like to put an email out to the departments tomorrow and let them know that we'll be closing at 1 o'clock on the day before Christmas and 1 o'clock on the day before New Year's.
I don't have any objection. Do you have any objection?
No.
Any
I'm fine.
objection? No, you have the nod of the board, sir.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I think that's all I had this evening, Madam Chair.
Awesome. Then select board updates? Updates, Kevin?
No.
Please?
So just one update. The Norfolk Public School District was invited to apply for MSBA funding for the Freeman Kennedy School expansion. We as in Norfolk, were invited to submit a proposal, which the superintendent did, and were chosen as, I believe, one of the 12 districts that made it to the final round. So there was a board meeting with MSBA last Friday, which Anita, myself, and Mike attended, along with the superintendent, who presented on Norfolk's behalf. And we will be moving forward. Again, Norfolk Public School District will be moving forward as part of the eligibility period and moving to the next phase of the project. That's all there is to report at this time. But if, things go well, then this will end up at town meeting at some point.
Excellent. It's exciting because the MSBA reimbursement can be roughly around half, which could be in the millions and millions of dollars savings for the town. So there's a lot of steps between now and then, but it's an exciting opportunity. So thank you.
Yes, and it's very competitive. So to be chosen, I believe Norfolk has applied 5 times and were denied. And so to be chosen is, it's a gift, because there's a lot of school districts out here that are in need of help. So we're grateful to be invited.
Awesome, thank you. I had a couple of things. We received, I've written all over it now, but we received from MMA this navigating the storm, charting a course. Remember, they issued a statement last time about a perfect storm, explaining the fiscal challenges that are affecting all towns and communities in Massachusetts, not just Norfolk. And now they have issued a action statement called Navigating the Storm. I've gotten copies I didn't do that. Amanda, through her magic, got copies for everybody to have a copy of that, and I'll ask her to attach a copy of the minutes for the broad viewing audience that we have out there in case anybody's interested. There weren't any recommendations that were so far out of the box that I don't think we hadn't considered them, but I just wanted to know we're doing work toward doing the best that we can. Also on, I'm not going to have the name of the organization correctly, but World Meditation Day is December 21st. There is an event at the Norfolk Public Library at 9:30 where they'll do a meditation activity with the people who come. People of all ages are welcome. It's going to be an hour. They'll do a lot of work on breathing, and the interesting thing about it is that it's very even though it's a very introspective thing, a very private thing, it's also across the town and countries, everybody's going to be participating in this World Meditation Day. I think there were 8 million people last year that participated in it, and so anybody is welcome, no matter your level of experience, from beginners to experienced meditators are welcome to join people at the Norfolk Public Library on December 21st at 9:30 a.m. I also wanted to share with the board that I had a kind of an informal calendar meeting with Chris Montfort of the Planning Board, David Lutz and Kevin Calcutt of Advisory, kind of talking about just the logistics of moving toward town meeting and what are things that we can do to make it go more smoothly. It was an informal conversation. It went very well, and I think Dave is planning on calling another meeting that includes more department heads, not just those departments, and just with the idea of being as prepared as we can for town meeting and doing that work collaboratively. And so that happened. One of the outcomes is they asked that we open the warrant early, and so I think we'll have a meeting on January 5th to a very short meeting where we open the warrant and start that process moving forward. And then the last thing, if the board will humor me, this evening we had the first ever lighting of the menorah candles on Town Hill. It was a very joyful event with music and dancing and donuts and cider, and they had asked me to speak, and I prepared some remarks, and I would like to share that here, if that's okay with you. So my daughter was born on my husband's birthday. And between contractions, we sang happy birthday, and John blew at a straw stuck in a muffin because they wouldn't allow candles at the hospital. Fast forward about 10 years ago to another birthday, I'd gotten them a half strawberry, half chocolate cake for their 2 birthdays, and I put a lot of candles on it. I put a lot of candles on it. Eliza was 10 and John was more than 10, so there were a lot of candles. And for a moment, the flames all danced on the cake, and then all of a sudden, the flames merged and shot up to the ceiling. I actually have a picture of it. It's crazy. But it soared up toward the ceiling, and we were able to put it out. It's a funny story for our family, a scary story for our family, but it's also similar to a Hanukkah story where one candle and then another becomes a powerful beacon of light, erasing the darkness. Lights come from the miraculous burning oil of Hanukkah. They come from the grateful lights streaming from the lanterns of Eid. They come from the twinkling lights on Christmas trees, the welcoming lamps of Diwali, the protective fireworks of the Lunar New Year, the Star of Bethlehem, and more. I was pleased to be invited to speak, but I'm sad. I was so saddened by the events at Brown University and in Australia. I feel like it's important that we don't succumb to the sadness or deteriorate into anger or hatred. The Reverend Martin Luther King reminds us that hatred begets hatred, and we must meet the forces of hate with the power of love. Those are nice words, but they're far from easy to live up to. And realistically, we're going to need to dig deep with intention beneath our sadness and outrage and beneath our fear to unburden our love. We cannot undo what happened in Australia or at Brown University. We can, however, look all around us and really see our family, our neighbors, really see our colleagues, replace judgment with curiosity, and reach out with our own light. They need our light. The miracle of lights come with a responsibility. The candles are both a flickering reminder of a miracle long ago and a symbol of our love right now. Hatred begets hatred, but love begets love. And together, our candles become a most powerful beacon of love. Happy Hanukkah.
Oh, that was
Thank you.
very nice. Beautiful.
So at this time, oh, no, we have minutes, warrants and minutes.
Warrants and
So I would
minutes.
accept a motion to accept the warrants as they are listed in the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Minutes.
I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes for November 17th, 2025, and December 1st, 2025.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then I request a motion that we convene in executive session pursuant to Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 30A, subsection 21A2, to conduct a Step 4 grievance hearing with the Norfolk Police Officers Bargaining Unit, and under the same Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 30A, subsection 21A2, to conduct strategy sessions in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel, Robert Garrity, for the position of Town Administrator. Do we need a roll call? No, I need to have a motion to move into executive
So
session.
moved.
Second.
And
yes.
you want to announce that you will not be returning to open session, you'll be adjourning directly from executive session.
I want to announce that. We will not be returning back to open session. We'll adjourn from executive session. Thank you for being with us. Roll call vote. Anita Mecklenburg, aye.
Kevin Roach, aye.
Thais Hickman, aye.
Thank you.
Now in executive session.
We are in executive session.